You have the better food, but your competitor down the street has the better system. Therefore, they're winning what I call the new customer tax, and you're bleeding revenue to them every single day. Here's what that looks like. While you're tracking regulars in a notebook and hoping they remember your food, they just sent 200 automated texts offering bonus points for a second visit this week. And those customers are going back. This is how restaurants become the restaurant in their area. Not better food, better systems. Starbucks figured this out years ago. Their rewards members drive more than 53% of their revenue. Not because Starbucks has better coffee, because they cracked the code. Outperforming isn't about finding new people. It's about owning the ones you already have. Right now, 99% of local restaurants still rely on hope and memory to drive repeat business. They spend money on Instagram ads, they post food photos, they pray someone remembers them when they're hungry next week. That's not a strategy, that's playing the lottery. So here's what we're doing. A 14-day sprint to flip the map. Digital loyalty plus automated SMS that turns first-timers into regulars before they forget your name. In 2 weeks, you'll either have a system capturing every customer and pulling them back automatically, or you'll keep bleeding revenue to whoever figures this out first. I'm going to walk you through the exact 14-day implementation roadmap. 0 tech skills required, cost less than one Saturday night's wasted food. Just real quick, as a business owner, you know that running a business isn't easy. You have the actual product or service you sell, you have to keep your own training or products up to date, and then there's the whole marketing part of it. Truth is, there are lots of different ways, tactics, strategies to get more customers to your business. But if you want more repeat customers and more sales without complicated tools or spending a ton of money each month, a digital loyalty program is one of the easiest, fastest, and most affordable strategies to make that happen in your business. And because you're watching this video, I've got something that I'd like to give to you. I created a free playbook called 5 Loyalty Strategies to Generate Cash Flow Fast. Inside, you'll find 5 simple loyalty campaigns you can set up and launch right away. Each campaign is simple to understand and create, no big budget required, and your customers are gonna love them. Just simple, practical loyalty ideas that can start bringing in more cash flow within just a few days. These are the same types of campaigns local businesses use to get customers coming back more often and spending more each visit. You could sign up for the Lealtad app to create these loyalty programs, but you could also try and use tools you may already have. I just wanted to give you something to help you get more creative juices flowing and start getting more sales to your business. If that sounds helpful, grab the free playbook now. You can find the link in the description below. Download it, pick one strategy, and put it to work today. All right, let's get back to the video. Here's why many restaurants lose the game before it even starts. No system to capture customer contact info means no way to bring them back. You can't text someone if you don't have their number. Obvious, right? But look around your street. How many restaurants are actually doing this? Day 0, before you touch anything, calculate your current return visit rate. How many customers who walked in this month came back within 30 days? Most restaurants have no idea. Industry average sits at around 8 to 12%. Here's what that actually means. Picture a leaky bucket. For every 10 new customers who walk through your door, 9 of them disappear forever. And every time one of those customers walks out without their contact info, you're essentially handing $40 to the competitor down the street who figured out how to capture them. That's the problem we're fixing. The capture strategy is simple. Implement a digital loyalty program that collects phone numbers and emails at every transaction. Not some clunky punch card system. Digital, automatic, instant. The Lealtad app sets this up in under 10 minutes. It auto-generates QR codes, tracks every sign up without your staff manually entering data. You're literally watching people opt in real time on a dashboard. 0 tech skills required. Here's how it works for 2 different models. If you're running a sit-down restaurant, I'm gonna use an Italian restaurant. Train your servers to mention this during the check presentation. Join our VIP program for a complimentary appetizer on your next visit. Show the QR code on the receipt. It takes 10 seconds. Customer scans, enters their info, done. If you're more of a fast casual, like a sandwich shop, place a QR code at the register with signage that says, skip the line next time plus earn free food. People waiting in line will scan it while they're standing there. Now, here's the psychology. People don't join loyalty programs for points. They join for immediate value and convenience. The promise of skipping a line or getting something for free on the next visit is what converts them in that moment. In the first 72 hours, your goal is to capture contact info from at least 30% of transactions. Industry average is 15 to 20%. So if you hit 30, you're already outperforming most of your competition. The automated welcome sequence kicks in within 60 seconds of sign up. Customer gets a text confirming their account and their first reward. Speed matters here. Starbucks research shows customers who receive immediate confirmation are 3 times more likely to return within 7 days. Days 4 through 10 is going to be an activation blitz, the second visit sprint. Here's a critical window. Restaurant industry data shows if a customer doesn't return within 14 days, the likelihood of becoming a regular drops by 70%. That 2-week window is everything. The automated SMS strategy: send targeted messages to first-time customers on days 5, 8, and 12 after their initial visit. Not random blasts, targeted, personalized, timed messages based on when they first walked in. Here's the mistake 99% of restaurants make when they try SMS marketing. They send generic "we miss you" messages with no specificity, no urgency, and no reason to act now. That's noise. Here's what actually works. 4 lines. Trigger, value, deadline, call to action. A day 5 message: "Hi, Sarah. It's restaurant. Thanks for trying us. Enjoy 2x points on your next visit this week. Your branzino is waiting." Here's a day 8 sample message. "Quick reminder, your double points expire in 3 days. Bring a friend and we'll add a complimentary appetizer to your order." A day 12 sample message. "Last chance for 2x points tonight. Extra reserve to grab a table or takeout to skip the line." The specificity principle matters here. Reference an actual order. "Your branzino is waiting" triggers memory and craving. A report from Intuit calls this cognitive experience. You're not just reminding them you exist, you're making them taste the food again in their mind. Here's a hidden superpower many restaurants don't even know exists: the mere exposure effect. Simply seeing your restaurant's name in a text 3 times in 14 days makes customers feel more loyal even if they don't click the message. This is backed by research from Intuit. Familiarity drives preference. You're building mental real estate without them even walking through your doors yet. Let's walk through some example numbers. Take a sit-down restaurant, an Italian restaurant. A couple may spend $90 on dinner. Entrees like pasta at $28, branzino at $34, wine, appetizers. Your automated day 5 text brings them back for a $35 midweek wine and pasta night. That's $125 in 14 days from one captured lead. Let's take a look at a fast sandwich shop example. $17 a sandwich order on their first visit. An automated day 8 text brings them back for a $16 order. Day 12, that triggers an $18 order. That's $51 total from a customer who statistically wouldn't have returned. That's a 3x multiplier on the initial transaction. The compounding effect kicks in by day 10. You're not just activating week-old customers, you're simultaneously capturing new ones daily. Your system is running multiple sequences at once. The Lealtad app can automatically segment customers by days since last visit and can send personalized messages without you lifting a finger. You set it once, it runs on autopilot. A bonus points urgency tactic creates FOMO that generic 10% off coupons can never achieve. Limited time multipliers make people act now instead of later. But you're probably thinking, won't people just game the system for free food? Won't I train customers to only show up with coupons? Therefore, let's talk about incremental cash flow. A customer using a complimentary appetizer for a second visit in 14 days is providing cash flow that would have been $0 if they stayed home. You're not losing money on that appetizer. You're gaining a customer who wouldn't have existed otherwise. Here's the reality. You're not training them to wait for discounts. You're training them to come back. Period. Once they've been in 3 or 4 times, they'll pay full price because now you're part of their routine. Frame rewards as VIP perks, not discounts. Research shows this is way more effective for Gen Z and millennials. They don't want to feel cheap, they want to feel special. Here's a metric checkpoint for day number 10. Measure how many customers from days 1 through 6 have returned. For target, 25 to 30% return rate versus industry standards of 8 to 12%. If you're hitting that, you're crushing it. The referral accelerator kicks in here too. Customers who return once are 4 times more likely to bring friends. Your captured list is multiplying itself. You're now 10 days in with a system that's already outperforming competitors who are still posting "we miss you" on Instagram. Days 11 through 14 is going to be about optimization and proof, locking in your competitive advantage. This is going to be about data review. Full reports on which messages got the highest click-through rate, which menu items drive fastest returns, which which acquisition channels, dine-in versus takeout, convert best. After that, it's about using refinement tactics. Adjust message timing based on your specific customer behavior patterns. Maybe your lunch crowd returns faster than the dinner crowd. The data will tell you. The second order effect is happening now. Customers who visited 2 or 3 times in 14 days are entering regular territory. They'll continue the pattern without constant prompting because you've built the habit. Calculate your 14-day proof metric. Compare return visit rate from days 11 through 14 against your day 0 baseline. You should see 2 to 3 times improvement minimum. And let's take a look at that math using our sandwich shop example. If you have 500 customers per week at a $17 average ticket, using the same return rate boost equals over $12,000 per month in additional revenue. Here's the competitive moat. While you've built an automated system, competitors are still hoping customers remember them or burning cash on Facebook ads with no retention strategy. What happens after day 14? The system runs itself. You're capturing new customers daily, activating them automatically, building a database that becomes more valuable every week. This isn't a 14-day gimmick. It's the foundation for sustained growth through higher customer lifetime value. Let's recap the 14-day sprint. Days 0 through 3, capture mode. Days 4 through 10, activation blitz. Days 11 through 14, optimization and proof. Here's the action step. Calculate your current return visit rate today. Implement digital loyalty capture this week. Launch your first automated SMS campaign by day 4. 14 days from now, you'll be in one of 2 places. You're still tracking regulars in a notebook, still praying someone remembers your food when they get hungry next week, still paying the new customer tax to whoever figured this out before you did, still wondering why the place down the street with worse food is packed on Tuesday nights. Or you're watching your dashboard light up with automated returns. You're getting 200 customers in your system who opted in this week. Your day 5 texts are firing without you lifting a finger. Your second visit rate just jumped from 10% to 28%, capturing revenue that used to walk out the door forever. The system's ready, the math is proven, the competitor down the street either already has this or they're about to steal it from this video. The only variable left is you. If you haven't already grabbed it, go download the free playbook, 5 loyalty strategies to generate cash flow fast. It breaks down 5 campaigns designed for quick deployment so you can start seeing traction immediately. You can duct tape your own tools together to make it work, or you can use the Lealtad app to build and launch any of these 5 campaigns in just a few clicks. Calculate your return rate today and decide which restaurant you want to be 14 days from now. Once you've experienced the results from this 14-day sprint, you'll want to take it to the next level. The automated system you just built is the foundation, but there are more advanced loyalty frameworks that turn occasional customers into true regulars who spend more every visit, and you can discover more about those frameworks over in this video.